How are you feeling?
Feeling a bit tired actually, it's been a long week. But yeah, all good, all good. This is the first time giving a speech at an embassy. I'm gonna have to put that on my business card somewhere, so this is pretty cool.
Put that on LinkedIn too, because
yeah. Oh no, I already did. I did that. I did that a couple of days ago. Yeah, no, it's good. I've been here, I'm gonna say twice before. Twice I can remember. I feel it might be 3 times though. But just as a guest, as a attendee.
okay.
So I know a few like past winners, past entrants, the people that work, or a couple of people that work in the embassy. So it's always a nice like celebration of manga, celebration of the art form. Also nice to see some of the like families, because I don't know today's entrants, but I remember coming last year and seeing like sort of family come and sort of celebrate what people are doing. Yeah, so it's a nice time. Number one, I'm looking forward to the tech working, because that's the key thing with events and sort of public speaking. You always want the tech to work. We had a few issues before. Again,
like it's working.
always want the tech to work. But yeah, beyond that, I think the other thing I'm looking forward to is, as well as the team we've got here, is I've been able to invite some like young people as part of the event. So looking forward to them sort of being engaged in this, hopefully being inspired by seeing some of the work. And then yeah, hopefully I don't mess up my lines later on.
Well, I am Damien Trigo, and well, I do drawing. If you want the short answer, I focus on like illustration, comics, and anything that involves drawings. I try to change my style for like different projects I do as well. So my style is also very inconsistent. And yeah, that's I'm an artist illustrator.
My name is Riyad Mador. I spend a lot of my time just doing drawings. As you can tell, I joined this competition, which is mainly a drawing competition kind of thing. So yeah, drawing, that's my main pastime.
I'm Emmanuel. I work as a mental health professional, working therapist. Well, I've heard about the competition from a friend of mine called Kevin. But growing up, I've always read manga. I've always been really excited to read manga, watch anime, play games. But when I heard about the competition, I really wanted to catch and I quite love it. He wrote the story and I did the illustrations.
The main character who's an old man and a veteran of war, like moving forward from his kind of traumatic past and saying thank you to the person who saved him in war, and moving on by mentally, yeah.
I've been participating in Manga Jiman. This is the 3rd time I joined. Last times were 2018 and 2020. And yeah, I'll probably keep participating on years to come. I've been watching anime and reading mangas for basically as long as I can remember. So manga has been like part of my life since forever. I don't know what manga means to me, but I know that manga I'll probably never stop reading manga.
In my life, manga is comics made by Japanese, made in Japan. Because every manga I've ever liked was made by a Japanese person. What is your favorite manga or anime? Watch it. It's 1,000 episodes. That's a good thing. It's worth it. It's a good thing. Okay, watch it. Trust me, watch it. Forward was done in multiple ways. It was a power the character had. She can forward any objects, technological capabilities into the future. Sounds more advanced. The story, there's a lot of time skip forward, so going forward in time, right? She has been in a struggle with one of the generals, and they've been going around in circles on what to do with the war. He always wins, and she never gets her way. Finally, she decides to do something about it. She decides to just leave because he will never listen. So she goes forward from the stream. That's how she gets forward from the conflict. And then she goes to another planet where they're doing the same cycle of conflict, and she teaches them how to get forward past that conflict. And it's everywhere else in the story. You just have to read it a couple of times.
So the theme forward, I thought that was a very strange theme. It's very abstract, very open to interpretation as opposed to all the themes that they've had all the years in the past. So the way my character interpreted in my story is that he lacks a purpose to keep going forward. So I had my other character give them one, or at least give them the option to find one.
The eccentric one, I'm the straight man. I mean, the one piece.
Yeah, flamboyant, you know what I'm saying?
Flamboyant.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. When it comes to my illustrative ability, that's the part I was most uncomfortable about. I think I've learned that I can do it, and I've learned that how to tell a story from beginning to end. So how to have a concept and finish it all the way through to the end. So in a way, this is my own way for me. Okay.
I learned that if I team up with anyone, they'll be successful. I don't care who it is. It could be you guys right now. If you work with me in 6 months, you'll be successful. I have powers. Ask him.
Like a compliment on my end, not there, right? If I work with anyone, I'll be successful.
What do you mean? Okay. If you have potential, if you have potential, I can pull it out of you. If I sense potential in it, I will know exactly how to use it. All it takes is one Discord call. Hopefully, you guys know what Discord is, right?
I just learned. I have to admit, I just learned. So
Okay.
I only just learned Discord. Like,
Really?
Oh, really? No, that's the first step. Now you're getting a call from me. I change your life in a week. No, it's not a joke. Trust me, I've done it already. Okay, so that's what I learned, right? I have powers that I can't use by myself, but I can use it when other people are involved.
I was born and bred in the industry, surrounded by art, whether it be traditional 13th century works of art, all the way through every single century, running all the way up to anime and manga. So we also have a stockpile of original animation cells, original posters, and then vintage posters. And when I say antiques, we've got woodblock prints, ceramics, arms and armor. So we literally cover, I would say, a large proportion of Japanese history, but in its art. Something that everyone can enjoy. So for me, what it's like working in the gallery, it's a playground. I can't complain. Every day I get to be surrounded by fantastic works of art, things that I enjoy. So it's a lovely job to be in. And also everyone who comes in, they all love it. And even the ones that they don't, if I show them a little bit about Japanese art and culture and they get hooked, now that is a beautiful thing to see, where you've actually inspired something to something new. I'm very fortunate that I get to know who the winner is before it officially gets announced. And based on that, I review what they've done within their artwork and decide what is the perfect prize for that person and make it have a significant meaning for themselves on a personal level, and also to be proud of what they have accomplished to receive this. Because it's one thing to receive, let's say, a medal or a trophy or an award. It's another thing to receive a piece of art that you can put up on your wall and actually enjoy, and also be reminded, I got that because I won. And that's lovely. So it's got more meaning to it than any other trophy, medal, or prize that there could be, because it's personal to them.
what is your favorite manga or anime?
That's a bit of a challenge, because I've grown up with anime and manga, so it goes everything from the obscure ones to the ones that everyone else knows. So obscure ones could be something like Haruruto-kun or Gegege no Kitaro. Stuff that everyone generally tends to know would be things like Dragon Ball, Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, Evangelion, Gundam, Slam Dunk, all of those. So pretty much you name it, I've more than likely watched it, and if I haven't, I'm going to. anime is very different to, in a way, comic books. It is open to all age groups. It's not one specific field. And also what makes anime and manga different from, let's say, comic books is it's the cinematography. It's a new angle view that they choose. And all of that actually adds to what makes anime and manga unique. And so the reason why so many, let's say, Hollywood directors actually get inspired by not just the characters, but the actual cinematography of how they're moving the screen aside. And that almost comes from the traditional Japanese woodblock prints. So if you look at those, you will see a similar style of cinematography where they take a work of art and they'll do it from a viewpoint which is impossible, but they do it to create that effect. So we see that in anime, which inspires modern filmmaking as well.
What advice would you give to a young person that wants to get into the creative industry, get into curating?
On that side, first, you need the passion. What I mean by passion is the passion and desire to learn and to improve yourself, whether that be artistically, whether that be in your confidence, whether that be in storytelling. It doesn't matter what it is, but every day we've got the opportunity to improve who we are as ourselves and also take in experiences from around us. And sometimes even the worst experiences are the most important because those are the ones that teach us about the good things that happen and we can appreciate that a little bit more. But also sharing that sort of downside is also about being human. So yes, there are those who want to get into the industry and they think, oh, I'm not going to win or I'm not going to achieve anything. But if you don't take that first step, that first leap of step, you know, in the same way that they say when the first man stepped on the moon, you know, first step for mankind. It is the first step for you as an individual to actually enter a competition, make your art public, not just for yourself, but for everyone else to enjoy. Now that it takes a lot of guts, and I mean a lot of guts, to put your own work to everyone else to view and to say if it's good or bad. Now that is the first step. Now you take that first step, everything else you can just ride the wave, and it's all good. But the first thing you got to do is get on that board, swim out there, and do what needs to be done.
I'm here with Mark and Clint, who helped to orchestrate this amazing event today. I just want to ask you 3 questions. First one is, what does manga mean to you?
Wow.
To me, it means community.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Took it. So you got to come up with something different now.
Well, I'll take it from Nigel. It means connectivity.
The people. Meeting them again. Sometimes it's only once every year around this time. Sometimes it's every other time. But yeah, it's the spirit in the room amongst the people.
Yeah, for me it was also just to, because I'm standing behind and I see the behind the scene and everything. So to see the faces of the winners, every time, you know, they see their video on the screen, and especially when it gets to, you know, their second, first places, it's amazing to see.
Because we're the conduit, we're not on the judging panel, but we contact the artists, the shortlisted artists, and we have to not let it slip what their position is, if they've won, what position they are in. So yeah, that's kind of difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's kind of interesting as well to see, like Phil said, their expressions, their attitude on the night. It's always inspiring.
What's one piece of advice you could give to an artist that wants to enter their manga or Yonkoma for this year?
Yeah. I think some of the entrants said it as well. it's not going to be perfect. It will never going to be perfect. So just start, just do something. And sometimes we have, like this year it was a first entrance, and he got the first prize and the second prize as well, right? They were both first time. So just try and bring up something, and it's probably going to be much better than you think.
Yeah, just don't give up. I mean, we have people who sometimes win on the first attempt.
Yeah.
We have people who enter every year just to be part of the spirit and of everything. So it's inspiring for us. We're just administrators. We're just behind the scenes. But
behind the scenes, doing the small jobs that make the big difference.
We hope so.
We hope so.
We hope so. We hope so. We're just small cogs in the machine. But,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shania. Thank you.
No,
Nigel.
thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also check out our universe of manga and characters at mayamada.com. We'll see you soon.